Fuck, I forgot to activate all of the Suyongs. Let me do that. Actually, most it's Beyongs, not Suyongs. Whoop, that's Tower of God. I think that's all of them. I dropped frames from a bad week. That's that message. I think that's it. I think you can see everything that you need to see. Ah, it's me. I'm big with more Tower of Omniscient Reader, my friendos. Battle cry. Today, I'm not going to hesitate much longer. Let's get into it. Chapter 165 to chapter 177. We need to read. Dokja dead. He was the strongest in Seoul Dome. I mean, all of them are emotionally connected. I'm so kind of surprised that Jihye is actually also crying so hard. Hi Chris, welcome to stream. I hope you had a nice day and it's only going to get nicer from here on out. A new main scenario will begin shortly. They now had to continue living in this world without Dokja Kim. It's what he's literally narrating his own death. What the this guy, he's such an idiot. Hello Cora, welcome to the stream. I hope you had a nice day. It's only going to get nicer from here on out. If this was Twista, something like this would be on the pages. Mr. Dokja! Look how sad they are to see me go. I'm a little touched. I'm just glad that I'm able to watch them from the third-person observer's viewpoint. It would have been better if I could use the first-person perspective, but it won't work because I was too immersed in Jungyok. It would be quite a sight if I broke out of my coffin about now. Too bad this attribute has too long of a cooldown. The effect of the attribute 8 lives is currently activated. You need to wait 72 hours until you can be resurrected. He literally is pulling a Jesus on them. This guy is literally pulling a Jesus. By the way, you know what, guys? After hearing the announcement that this will be getting an anime, I can't wait for it get to be for people to overrate it so bad. Like it's a great story, but I can already see how people will be like, there will be many camps. Korean Jesus, yes, there will be many camps. There will be some saying like, oh, Omniscient Reader's viewpoint is just riding off the coattail of solo leveling. Solo leveling is so much better. Solo leveling, Omniscient Reader is just a copy of solo leveling, you guys. There will be people who are dick riding Omniscient Reader's viewpoint till the end, and the worst thing of them all will be all of the shipping garbage. No, Dokja is together with Sang. No, Dokja is together with Suyok. No, Dokja is together with Yusong. No, Dokja is together with Jungyok. No, Dokja is together with Hyunsong. No, Dokja is together with Huiwon. No, Jungyok is together with Jihye. No, Dokja is together with Gilyong or something. I know I said some very crazy shit right there, but I have a feeling, like, looking at those shipping bullshit that is sometimes going on, I can totally see all of these things happening. This is the attribute I earned in return for giving up the King of No Killing in Peaceland. 8 lives. This attribute, which can only be obtained by drinking the liquor brewed from Yamato no Orochi's flesh and blood, literally gives the user 8 lives. Each of Yamato no Orochi's head has a special ability, and I can return one of the 8 abilities when I'm resurrected. The first head of the serpent has been put to sacrifice. The head's special ability is popularity. The skill doesn't seem all that bad if you look at it like this. But the problem is that it has a cooldown like the King of No Killing. There's still a whole day to go, and the next scenario is about to begin. Would we even meet Sooyoung in Season 1? It depends on how far they will go. Like, if it will, in quotation marks, only go up till the battle on the cinema, then we will not see her. Right? We won't see her then. By the way, why could he not have told them that? Why could he not have told all of his friends that he now has this ability? Why didn't he do it? Oh, ugly king! Damn it, is this what the Dokkaebis are calling me? Biyong must be behind this. Look, even Pildu is looking kind of down. I should change my perspective. If I keep watching any longer, I feel too sorry to come back to life. Switching characters for the third-person point of view. Mr. Yu, where's Dokja? Dokja is dead. But he'll come back to life. Gosh, I feel bad for leaving Sangha with him. Funny how you talk about shipping when there's a shipper in Omniscient Reader's viewpoint. I mean, Jordan, yes, there is Uriel. But the thing is, with Uriel, we know that Uriel is serious about it, but it's like a comedic effect for us. The problem is that there is a difference between Uriel doing it in the story and us, Uriel still understanding more about what the story is doing and stuff. Like, if Dokja got together with Sangha, Sooyoung, or somebody else, I feel like Uriel would stop shipping Dokja with Junghyuk and other people. But that's not what real humans will be doing. They're being watched 24/7. I don't think he will tell them on screen. But even if the Dokja be here, like, the other people won't know, right? It's not like Nirvana would have heard them, or like other cases. He will? But how? I don't know how. But there's no way he'd die like that. No. He has to, no matter what. If it wasn't for those veins on his fists, it would have been a touching moment. Hey Andreas, welcome to the stream. I hope you had a nice day and it's only going to get nicer from here on out. Also Thanatos, welcome! Where's Dokja's family? Oh, Dokja's mother? That punk, he's doing more than I asked him to do. All I asked him to do was to save Sangha. Mental energy has depleted completely. Omniscient Reader's viewpoint level 3 is ending. Damn it, not now. This is what's bad about being in soul form. My mental energy is slow to recover. The sponsor might tell each other information. I guess, maybe. Maybe natural, but the longer you are away from your body, the more your mind starts wearing out. It's the same logic behind why ghosts end up going mad. Would Nirvana have killed my mother? I need to keep asking questions like this to stop myself from going mad. Probably not. She's his mother after all. And Nirvana isn't so quick to torture or kill people off. Come to think of it, what they said to me in their last moments. A secret my mother's been keeping from me. I have no idea what he could have been trying to tell me. I really can't tell. Maybe I don't even want to know. Constellation Master of... is calling for your soul. Master of Abydos? If I remember correctly, Abydos should be the capital city of ancient Egypt. Wait, is it freaking, the dog guy? Is it Anubis? Nebula Papyrus wants to grant you the story of resurrection. I guess Papyrus is the nebula for, like, Egypt stuff, then. What's this? Constellation Scribe of Heaven is calling for your soul. Huh? Even Metatron? Metatron is from Eden, right? The story of resurrection, the Messiah. The path of the Messiah. Like, Eden literally wants to make him Jesus. Constellation God of Alcohol and Ecstasy wants to have you as his lesser constellation. Nebula Olympus wants to meet with you. Constellation Master of December 25th is calling for you. Is that Jesus? Is that literally Jesus? Master of December 25th? Either it's Santa Claus or literally Jesus. What do you know? Nebula Vedas wants to give you the blessing of resurrection. I don't know what Vedas is. If somebody can tell me that, I appreciate it. Flower Blossom of Suchon Flower Fuels is calling for your soul. Tamna, I also don't know. All the constellations who asked me over just now have something to do with the act of resurrection. So that means a few constellations begin arguing and pointing fingers at each other. Some constellations are telling the others not to steal their mythos. They want to reenact their myths through me. Constellations are in a tense argument about your resurrection. All stories are reinforced by word of mouth. What if someone named Dokja Kim were to resurrect from his grave after 3 days and shout, I am Dokja Kim, blessing of Christ upon you? Vedas are Hindu scripture. Okay. People will be taken aback and that constellation's mythos would be reenacted on the spot. Oh, Indian mythology is the other one. Okay, yeah. As a result, the constellation who the myth belongs to will acquire a large amount of probability, enough to let them interfere in the scenario. I believe they're thinking to get the power to change the scenario with something as simple as resurrection. The constellation of Korea are looking forward to the decision. Constellations are fighting over the legitimacy of their myths. So Jesus would probably be a mythical constellation, right? I would assume like characters from Eden, like Adam and Eve, Jesus. Those guys would be like mythical. Same for Metatron. It may seem like I have the upper hand right now, but that really isn't the case. The story of resurrection is a sensitive topic between constellations due to plagiarism accusations. Tension between Eden and Vedas would be especially high. Like, they're literally calling each other for plagiarism. That's so funny. That's so funny. Oh, they literally see Adam and Eve. I wonder what their rankings would be. If I choose one, I might end up making enemies of the others. That also means after finishing chapter 171, I have an announcement to make for the future. Announcement to make for the future of this channel. After chapter 171. Wait, let me change the stream title if I can do that. Should be able to, right? The stream title will be too long to actually read it, I think. Live reaction plus special announcement. Yeah. If I choose one, I might end up making enemies of the other. But if I refuse all of them, everyone will start hating me. I have enough on my hand as is, having to explain my risk to my friends. What if I become a public enemy of the constellations? Many constellations want you to decide as soon as possible. Constellation Queen of the Darkest Spring mediates the argument. Huh? Constellation Queen of the Darkest Spring insists that it's the Incarnation's decision that matters the most. Why is Persephone taking my side all of a sudden? What's got into this old lady? A few constellations are asking Queen of the Dark Spring how she would resolve the issue at hand. Offers to invite Incarnation Dokja Kim to a banquet. A banquet? Ooh. But that's a different castle to the one he was before, right? That's not like the one of what was her name? Persephone. Like, this one looks different. Omniscient Reader's viewpoint. Constellation banquet. So what could so? Ooh, that sounds pretty big. Mr. Dokja, sir, I recommend you that you go to that banquet. I'll get you ready right away. Well, since it's an important occasion. He's actually getting dressed and everything for that. I need to turn on my lights. It's getting too dark in this room. Remaining cooldown 24 hours. 23 hours, huh? Provided I don't stay there too long, there is more than enough time. Like a magical girl. That's our magical girl, Dokja Kim. It's a bit earlier than expected, but I would have to go there at least once. The old stories are sparkling in the distant night sky. The Constellation Banquet is currently underway. They literally... It's cool. That's such a neat idea that all these constellations are like sitting together at a round table, just casually talking about their stories, their incarnations, and what's going on. It's like us talking about our favorite stories. As your partner, man, Hades is going to be pissed. A delegate of the constellation who invited you will be here soon to pick you up. Okay, you have temporarily left the main scenario area. I wish you had success in your debut. You must return to the scenario within 24 hours Earth time. You will be disposed of according to scenario rules if you do not return in time. Disposed of? The system messages sometimes send a chill down my spine. Hidden scenario, Constellation Banquet has begun. Category, hidden. Difficulty, question mark. Key condition, participate in the banquet and make a successful debut. Reward, 100,000 coins. The ire or affection of certain constellations. Penalty for failure, nothing. Oh, there comes the Pegasi. Oh, the golden chariot. But aren't the Pegasus normally like... Are they connected to... Aren't they connected to Poseidon? Or am I mixing things up? I know that Hercules had one in like the Disney story, but I don't know if it... Are they connected to Zeus? Somehow I remember that like Poseidon is connected to Pegasus. Wait, is this the carriage of the sun? Then the one who's inside should be... Hey, hop in. Is he just going to use his true voice? Hey, it's fine. We're in the symbolic realm now. So true voices aren't as powerful as they are. Come on, don't be scared. I won't bite. If this really is the carriage of the sun, the owner of the carriage should be Helios, the sun god. Huh? Swirl. You are... So the god of alcohol is in there instead of Helios. Wait, what's the difference? I thought Apollo was the god of the sun. Apollo god. God of light. Huh. I guess he's the god of light and not the god of the sun. Hey, hop in. What, don't you recognize me? Constellation god of alcohol and ecstasy is disappointed in you. Dionysus? Spark. Like, he literally got hit by probability. You can't call us by our true names like that. Kind of like the little zap, though. Why do you look like that? Because of probability. Taking a symbolic form is a good way to save costs. And it might be better for me that he's not in his true form. Even with the fourth wall, I can't be sure that I won't faint at the sight of a constellation's true form. At least yet now, Dokja, right? In the future that won't be the case. This is our first time meeting in person, right? Nice to meet you. I'm the god of alcohol and ecstasy. You have an energy drink named after me in your country, right? Nice to meet you too. Bacchus, Dionysus' Roman name. Now that brings up a question, my dear friends. If Dionysus is telling Dokja that they have an energy named after him, and it's named Bacchus, which is the Roman name of Dionysus, then that means that the Roman and like Olympus from Greek and Roman side are one and the same? Making myself some notes here. Yo, welcome Robin! I hope you had a nice day and it's only going to get nicer from here on out. I guess Olympus is for both Greek and Roman. Like, they're both in the same pantheon. Like, not pantheon, but like the same nebulae. You don't seem all that phased, though. I'm still a constellation, or less. This isn't my first time meeting one. Oh, I remember. I sent you to the underworld the other time. Thank you for your help back then. But what did you do while you were there? What? I've never seen the queen be that nice to anyone. She tried to protect a mere incarnation against the powerful nebulae. Did you perhaps, have a thing with her? You're wrong. Come on, don't play coy with me. She may be old, but she's still pretty sexy. If she were single, I would try and... Should you be saying things like that? Isn't the queen of the underworld your mother? What? I guess there's a story like that out there. Then are you saying that this story is a lie? I never said that. Hey, don't give me that look. Stuff like that doesn't really count as taboo in Olympus. But man, for us that's pretty taboo. And it's pretty disgusting to think about for me. Like Dionysus, man, that's not giving you the plus points in my book. Right, while we're on topic, you got my message earlier, right? What does it mean to be a lesser constellation of another constellation? Join me. I'll bestow you with the story of Bacchus. You don't seem all that happy. No, I am. The story of Bacchus. What's with that attitude? You just compared me to the stories that Eden and Vita have, didn't you? That's because you don't know what you're getting yourself into. Do you know what happens when you get a story like the Resurrected Messiah? For Olympus, there should be light stuff. Yeah, I know Greek and Roman mythology, but like, I'm thinking this from a human perspective. From a Pyro perspective. You have to live your entire life as a virgin. On the contrary, the story of Bacchus is incomparably awesome. You know that I have priestesses, right? You can party every night with them. I can supply you with an infinite amount of wine too. It doesn't sound all that enticing. Now that I think about it, I think I overheard some angel of Eden say you might be into men. That must have been Uriel, right? Yeah. I think I may know who spread that rumor, but it's not true. I like women. There it is confirmed. Dokja is heterosexual, by the way. Not that I care for it in any way. Like, I don't really give a shit. But Man, we really needed to wait 166 chapters for a confirmation that this guy is heterosexual and only likes women. But most of all, I'd like to know why it is that you really came to see me. What do you mean? I came to convince you to join our... Is that really all? You're quite quick-witted. You're right, I'm not here to ask you to join Olympus. Just as I thought. There's no way that all 12 Olympian gods showed up just to get a single incarnation to join them. Let me get right to the point. I don't want you to join Olympus. Ooh, is that, That looks like some sort of thunder attack. Is Zeus acting up? What? I wet myself because I was so startled. Nah, I think he's in denial. No, Korra, accept it. You can't change the sexuality of a person. If they say there's something, it's wrong to assume something else. I think he mentioned it even in early chapters. Probably. I think he said it multiple times. Yeah, you're right, Chris. Damn it, I borrowed this from Helios, so I need to return it in one piece. But you're an Omniscient Reader's viewpoint. It seems the other nebulae are out to get you. Hey, this won't do. I'll let you off here, so you can run the rest of the way. You'll get there in no time if you just follow the cloud path. Here? But we're mid-air. I'll try to stop them, so just go. Once you arrive at the banquet, no nebulae will be able to mess with you. Just remember this one thing. Don't trust anyone. Anyone? Does that include himself? Oh, there's a Dokja floating up there. Is it Beyond? No, it's literally a British guardian. I came to join the banquet. What? I wasn't told of an incarnation coming to the banquet alone. Damn it, I guess that carriage of the sun was my pass into the banquet. Let him in. He's with me. Oh, the guy is already sweating here. Is she taking on Sanga's form again? A mischievous face covered in white hair with golden glitter. The prisoner of the smallest prison who has been put there for playing a trick of the Most High. Oh, is it Sun Wukong already? All those who dared to gaze into his all-seeing eyes would come to a gasp. He looks more human than I expected. He looks more humanoid than I expected. I expected more monkey-like. The great sage, heaven's equal. Huh? And now... Did Dokja try to touch him? Or why was he running to him like that? Like, reaching his hand out? And what's up with those eyes? Who the hell is that? I think it's an incarnation. Oh, are these all the different eyes of different constellations? Seems like it. Whose incarnation is it? Those are the constellations who are in attendance at the banquet. I thought I could finally manage hearing their true voices. But without the fourth wall, I can't even move just because they're looking at me. It finally hit me. In this banquet hall, I'm the only person who is not a constellation. Alright, he did not yet become a constellation, right? He has two stories. With, which you guys maybe can help me remember what his two stories are. Because I remembered that you need 3 stories, I think, to become a constellation, like the lowest grade of a constellation. But he only has 2, but I kind of don't entirely remember what his 2 stories are. Now, please calm yourselves. It looks like there's been a mistake. Let me take him off your hands for a moment. Look at all these guys staring and somebody carrying him away. I wonder, is this that Dokja carrying him? Finally breathe. Why did you come on your own? Beyond? Yes, it's me. That's Beyond? He looks so different. I'm looking at my Beyonds right now. Tricked by the monkey who disappeared. He really does look different. Like, less chubby and all that. Way less chubby. The queen said she'd send her envoy to you to pick you up. Weren't you coming here with him? He got twin tails, lol. Aren't these like twin tails? I thought there. I didn't think that it was hair. I thought it was like decorations coming down from his hair, from his horns, like two small banners or something. Or maybe it's his ears. What are you doing out here alone? Are you looking to get yourself killed? Well, things happened. It seems like ears in a way. This is more serious than you think. This isn't a scenario area. One wrong move and it will be end of you here. I know that. I know that this place is full of beings who can kill humans with just... I know that. I know that this place is full of beings who can kill humans with just their gaze. I'll take you to the waiting room, so why don't you rest there? There's a video feed in the waiting room, so keep your eyes glued to it. The waiting room? Don't take your eyes off it, okay? Incarnation waiting room. Incarnation waiting room? I didn't know there was a room like this here. Did you think you were the only incarnation here? Although you're the only one who came alone. Oh, I wonder who else is here. Dokja? Jungyuk also got invited, huh? Jungyuk! Constellation Banquet is mentioned quite a lot in Twitter. This is where Jungyuk comes to cheat the constellations by using regression. Of course, it was natural that he was on the guest list. I don't know who it is that invited him here, but constellations would line up to be able to associate themselves with him. This is being run together by several countries. The Seoul Dome, the Washington Dome. So, are we going to meet Anna Croft for the first time? The Moscow Dome. And the New Delhi Dome. I guess the presentation is being given by all the domes who made a lot of progress as of late. It feels like Jungyuk is in its 24th regression. What does it mean to make a lot of progress? Aren't they all like in the same scenario? Like the main scenario is like not the same for them, but it's like they like if every single dome is like in main scenario 7 at the same point. What are you doing here? The same reason as you, probably. When are you coming back to life? Probably tomorrow. The others are worried about you. Relax, Jungyuk. I'm really sorry about that. The promotion of the mid-level Dokja as the representative of the low-level Dokja. Once again, I would like to honor the constellations who have listened to my story. That punk. So this is why he asked me to watch the feed. Half of my achievements were possible thanks to the incarnation who has been rather active in my channel. I'm sure most of you already know him. I would like to dedicate half of the honor of that incarnation, and the other half... Gosh, he's embarrassing me. Rummage. Will be dedicated to this child who will be born soon. Wait, that's Yusong, right? Will Yusong become a Dokja? They process at different speeds. Some scenarios don't have time limits. Oh yeah. So that means wait. Are we in main scenario 8 now? I feel like Tiny World was like 6 or 7. So we are in 7 or 8. Because I think Disaster of Floods were 5. I feel like we're in 7 or 8. Like the one that's about to start. Wait, did you... He recognizes that this is Yusong. Wait, did you? It was the only way. Do you even know what you've done? If you do that, Yusong will be... If she's reincarnated as a Dokja, at least she won't die a ridiculous death. The management center is the safest place until the star stream goes under. Wait, are you Dokja Kim? Do you know me? Oh, only a little. I've heard about you. I didn't expect her to come talk to me first. It's nice to meet you, Selena Kim. Do you know me? Don't you represent America? I've also heard about you. So she's still called Kim. So is she like half Korean? So even the American character is half Korean because Koreans are awesome? Personal skill character profile activated. Only a pre-selected information will be displayed for user convenience. Selena Kim, supporting constellation Ender of Wars. The Ender of Wars. I don't know. Animal Lover Rare, King's Guardian Heroic. Selena King of the Washington Dome. He's a member of Anna Croft's and one of the 100 strongest people from Twitter. King of No Killing attribute that I once had was supposed to be hers. Isn't Anna Croft here with you? You know Anna? I met her in a dream once. She wanted to come. If she had known you would be here, she definitely would have. No, I'm glad that she isn't here. If she were, things would have gotten more complicated. Because of her. Tell that woman to watch out for herself. You're just as Anna said, Junghyuk. During the last round, Junghyuk was betrayed by Anna Croft. And Anna must have seen what she did to Junghyuk then through her past sight ability. That's probably why she didn't come. Looks like there's a weird looking one from the Korean Dome. Are you the representative of Korea? So that's one from the Russian Dome, the Moscow Dome. I like the design. Like the classic blonde hair for a Russian character with a more Russian looking hat and stuff like that. But overall the design is just very cute. Iris, that's rude. You shouldn't judge someone by their looks alone. I was only stating the fact that you looked weird. Honesty is a virtue in Moscow. Who are you? You don't know me? The representative of Russia. I have an idea who she is, but I don't want to let her on that I do. She was on one of the characters that I despise in Twitter. You don't know me? Iris Vladimirovna Reposova? I'm butchering the names. Should I know you? Let me introduce you, Dokja. Look at how angry she already is. This is Iris. She is Russia's representative. She's known as the war god of the Red Square in Russia. Look how proud she's such a smug brat. Such a smug brat. So she's using some sort of blood battle axe or something. Some people do call me that. Even her nickname sounds baloney. Iris, this is Dokja Kim. He's here representing Korea and he goes by... I'm sorry, what is your nickname? He goes by... I don't have one yet. Oh, Ugly King. I actually do have one, but... Huh? He came all the way here without even a nickname? Oh, look at her laughing. She literally even has like the tsundere... Not tsundere. Like the small tooth of the character that always mocks others. I do have one. I just don't want to share with everyone. Damn it. I don't know who gave you the right to be here, but you better watch yourself. You must have come here to bag a story from a high constellation or something. Knock knock? Incarnations. Story succession will soon take place, so please head to the banquet hall. Story succession. So all these constellations want different incarnations to take on their stories so they can earn more probability to do more stuff in the story. In novel, Junghyuk defends Dokja here, but they didn't include it in manhwa. Defends him against the Russian gal? Or defends him in what part of this conversation? Let's see how you do. Look at that small little lad. I want him. I don't care if it's not Young. I need him. Yeah, like threats towards the Russian girl makes sense. Wait, I almost also already again forgot to put Sooyoung on my head. Where is she? There she is. Let me turn him, make him stand up, and then he can be placed here. Look at our two pretty boys. So she was a Russian girl. I had no idea that we would get introduced to all of these guys in the different domes, because I felt like we were still like super far away from like what's the word? Super far away from like the global scene, so that we would stay in Korea for some time, because we just had like our first interaction with another Asian dome, like with the Japan dome, the Tokyo dome. So I really didn't think that we would immediately get another interaction with all these other big domes. We have prepared you temporary seating in the banquet hall on the first floor. Just remember that the first floor only hosts the historical constellations. So, if I could guess from those tools who they are, I would be able to guess who constellations are. Because there's some sort of hammer, some sword, a book, a moose, like a Norse-looking axe, some sort of scrying ball. This even looks like some sort of ladder. Like, look at all these different... This looks so weird. A harp. The harp is the most recognizable, but I don't... A diver. Like, this could be some sort of Roman guy, like Platon, Socrates, I don't know, one of those historians. It could even be Da Vinci, maybe. If this looks like the thing with the... like a solar system, it could be someone who the guy who discovered that the sun is not the center, that the Earth is not the center of the universe. And the others, it's difficult to tell for everyone. But looking how the moose and this, what I said is a Norse-looking axe, are together, I feel like these could be some Norse historic constellations. So like maybe Thorfinn, maybe Thorfinn is here. Wait, I just recognized that they were lazy because this bundle of things here is also over here. And like this ball is floating here and there. So they just copied, in the art section, they just copied some items multiple times. Selena Kim, the King's Guardian. I've been keeping my eye on you. I have high hopes for you. Iris, the little devil of the Red Square. She's adorable. I have to agree. She's just as I saw on the feed. Did you see that? Is what she seems to be saying. Everyone looks just like how they looked in the screen. Who is that? All the way in the... Oh, they're looking at his stuff. Hey, why is everyone quiet? Am I that unpopular? It's Dokja Kim from Korea. Dokja Kim. It's Dokja Kim. Dokja Kim. Dokja King. The king of the world without kings. The man who does the unthinkable. Hey, do you remember me? I'm Bald Army General. Dokja Kim, I'm the great King Huangmu. I had a great time watching you in Peaceland. You really aren't that bad. Hey, wave at me. I spent 3,000 coins on you already. Get over here, everyone. It's Dokja Kim. Hey, he's not as ugly as I thought he'd be. You're quite a looker, Dokja Kim. Finally, people saying he's not that ugly. First it's Sooyoung and now it's Constellations. Junghyuk Yu, you're the best Supreme King. Join our nebulae. The Supreme King, looking good. Just as I expected. Junghyuk is quite popular too. Hey. Oh, she's embarrassed. Like, so you're actually quite the amazing guy, right? Don't act too rashly if you want to stay alive. She's known as the war god of the Red Square in Russia. Some people do call me that. What? A few constellations are amazed by your foresight. Many constellations have sponsored you 5,000 coins for having taught her a lesson. Hey, they were streaming all of that? Everything is being streamed, little girl. You thought they would stop their stream just because we were in the world of the constellations? How naive. This place is where all the tragedies of mankind become a feast. They may be cheering me on, but they're actually the ones I have to fight against in the end. The historic constellations are on the first floor, while the fabled constellations are on the second. I need to be careful here. Fabled are on the third. On the second. We only have 3 stages of constellations, right? We have historic, fabled, and mythical, right? It was only 3 if I remember correctly. Let me prepare something really quick. No, I'm late! Better late than never, Lewis. We're only a few chapters in today. Still got a good chunk to read. Welcome to the stream. I need to be careful here. Everything is filled with cameras. Yeah, even when you go to the toilet, that's being filmed for the god of constipation. Just remember this one thing. Don't trust anyone. There must be a good reason why Dionysus said something like that. Starting now, I must look for someone I can use. Not someone I can trust. Over here, Dokja Kim! Bald Army General, and you are Lady of the Sleep and Brocade? Yes, I see that you remember me. That's right, long time no see. I can't believe you're here. I really want to see you again. That eye patch, he must be One-Eyed Maitreya, and behind him must be the great King Hongmu. Dokja Kim. Bank of Korea, 101 coin. 101 coin? It's nice to see you. Why is there 101 coin here? I'm sorry, but who are you? How disappointing. Don't you recognize me? Wait, the historical figure who appears in the 101 coin is... It seems that you have been putting the stigma I have gave you to good use. The Great Admiral Sun Shin Lee. No matter how unpatriotic you may be, there isn't a single Korean whose heart wouldn't pound with the excitement in his presence. Admiral! Starting at school term 6 hours from now. No, it's 6 hours? We had just wrapped to the banquet, so you didn't miss much. Yeah, we a few banquets, meetings with new characters, me getting a new Dokja for the lineup on the bottom, people still not being able to spot the small Sooyoung, small laughing Sooyoung that I hit somewhere on the screen, all these different things. And also a special announcement that will happen once I finish chapter 171. Also, good luck with the new school term. Thank you for your help back then, but why have you taken up such a form? It's not of my own will that I have manifested myself like this. Then he too? Huh? He's the creator of Hangul. He also has a statue of himself in Gwanghwamun, like I do. Do you not know him? How could I not? Their symbolic forms usually take after the things they're the most well known for. I guess he and I are in a similar situation. I can understand why King Sejong the Great is a bill, but shouldn't Admiral Sun Shin Lee be a turtle ship? Oh, the fabled constellations are laughing at them for looking like money. The fabled constellations of the second floor are all in human form. The constellations who have difficulty paying the probability cost must have taken on simplified representations. Who is that constellation? Huh? You mean him? He doesn't seem like a fabled constellation as he's in his humanoid form. There's no other constellation in Korea whose fame exceeds him. He's a historical constellation? You could say he's the most powerful historical constellation. He's achieved his status by his own feats, independent of the fame that history brings upon him. Who needs sleep when you have Omniscient Reader? I think many people. Have you heard of Goryeu's top swordsman? I hear that stories about him have been rather popular these days. No way. Out of our way! Oh, it's those guys. The Queen wants an audience with you. You really must be quite popular. I didn't expect him to take you up to the second floor. And Jinhyuk is also heading upstairs, just as I expected. But he's being led by different people. They're not the same kind of guys that Dokja is being led. It's 140 for you. For me, it's 1940. 1941. Watch yourself up there. Hey, same time zone. You guys are bonding over time zones. Give me a second, I need to make a screenshot. Okay. Now let me adjust that so I can show that later to you after I finish the chapter reading. Put it in downloads. Bonding. You're just as pathetic as the rest of them. To think you'd grovel at the feet of those bastards on the second floor. What do you mean by that, Goryeu's top swordsman? Do you not wish to live? China. I'm ready to lay down my life whenever it be called for. Wanna take me on? He's huge. Don't get so cocky just because you're in the level of fabled constellation. You're just parasites living off their fame. The judges of the underworld may be on the same level as fabled constellations, but they maintain their status of the stories of Persephone. So he's not wrong, but risky to say. I don't know what brings you all the way here. But you better not act out of line because the creation gods of this area have vacated the premises. An Aussie and a Chinese. Enough! Judges do not cause any unnecessary conflicts. It is 242 in Korea, by the way. Yeah. And you too, Goryeu's top swordsman. Who is this speaking? Is this Persephone or some other Roman person? I suggest you learn to keep your manners. Yeah, it's Persephone. She still looks like Sanga. Like she's in her Greek Roman garbs, but she looks mainly like Sanga. Long time no see, Dokja Kim. She's taking Sanga's form again. Does she enjoy poking fun at me? She likes cosplay, I guess. True, maybe. She does it entirely just to fuck with Dokja. I mean, she is still, in a way, trying to win Dokja over, right? And she knows that Dokja kind of likes Sanga. So, tactic. All of it is tactic. Okay, there's... I don't recognize any of these guys just from looking at them. How have you been? So she's totally Team Sanga, yeah. So she also has a fabled constellation, right? Which kind of is weird if like she's a fabled constellation and like her judges are also fabled constellations. I would expect them to be at least like one grade lower. I noticed that you did something pointless while you were in Tartarus. No, Sun Wukong is here. But why is he in the fabled section? Great Sage Heaven's equal? Has he always been like that? I think I get the arrangement on the second floor. At the center is Persephone. To the east is Olympus. To the west is Veda. To the north are constellations of smaller nebulae like Great Sage Heaven's equal. And to the south is Eden. So that the one who's being shown more in color must be Uriel. Nah, she's the host. Oh, and the host is just also on the second floor. Wait, we didn't even hear that there's a third floor, right? So they just didn't say that the mythicals are also on the second. They're easy to tell apart since they all have wings. That's Uriel. She's winking. She's a cutie, man. She's a cutie for sure. Just look, that has to be Uriel. That has to be her. Huh? An angel in a black dress? Why is she dressed like a devil? Look at that wing. That wing can destroy hearts. Well, because her judges maintain their status of her story, meaning her stories are all so high status that they can keep her judges at the same status. Hold on. Like, the devil? If that constellation is here, that would mean... Queen of the Underworld, I have a question I want to ask you. What is it? Could you tell me if there's a constellation here who goes by the name Secretive Flutter? So he's thinking because the devilish girl, Uriel, is also here, that he might be able to meet the Secretive Flutter. Story succession will now be taking place. All incarnations, please move to the secret room. Oh, we had a small time skip, I guess. We're jumping from Dokja asking that question to the story succession part now. Dang, we're getting blue balled for that answer. The secret room. The doors all look the same. Secretive Plotter? Okay, we're still getting the answer. I'm really not sure. I guess Persephone doesn't know. By the way, story succession is about to begin. Have you made a decision yet? There are many constellations here who want to make use of your reincarnation. You got any guesses on who he is? Difficult. I don't know who's plotting in mystery, in like stories, in mythology. Like Loki is a plotter, but I feel like making Loki like this big of a deal feels kind of meh as a reveal to me. I feel like it will be a massive reveal, like maybe it's Dokja himself. That would be a pretty big reveal, like the secretive plotter is Dokja himself. But then if that would be the case, not that we will even give hints. Yeah, I don't even need any hints. If it was Dokja himself, then the secretive plotter would know what Dokja is doing all the time. And the secretive plotter sometimes is surprised by things Dokja does. So that kind of takes out himself out of the equation. So who else could it be? I don't know, it's very difficult. Like, there's not much to go off besides that he's plotting and secretive. But I'm sure you'll decline them all, as you always have been. But that's not the wise thing to do, since they'll begin to strike you with copyright violation. How can there be a copyright to a story? Well, those who claim the story as their own could do so. It would be quite troublesome. Are you telling me to trying to tell me that I should join Olympus? That's not what I'm saying at all. I actually hate their guts. Just as you said, Persephone had a hostile relationship with Twissa and with Olympus and Twissa. There are even constellations of Olympus who hesitate to talk to me since I'm with her. To be exact, it's Hades they're afraid of. I think I ended up being protected by the underworld unintentionally. Or perhaps it was lucky that the first stable constellation I ended up meeting was Persephone. The progress of story succession is rather simple. Incarnations secretly make contact with the constellations in their rooms, hear about their conditions, and announce the story that are decided to succeed on the podium. I'll see you later. Slam. Click. You have become the owner of the secret room for the next hour. The secret room, a place where complete secrecy is guaranteed, even from the star stream. What happens here, even the Dokjabis are unable to know. You have been granted the authority over the secret room. The maximum time you can use the secret room is 1 hour. Whoever you choose, you'll end up making enemies. But think carefully. Is this truly a matter of making enemies? So this isn't really about making enemies. You're recommended to talk to as many constellations as possible in the allotted time. Swing! Incarnation Dokja Kim. Choose the blessing of resurrection. Constellation founder of mankind glares at you. So he's from one of the Buddhist things, right? Founder of mankind. Who is that in Buddhist things? I guess India is first up. According to Indian epic, Manu is the survivor of the Great Flood. In return for saving the life of one fish, he managed to prepare a boat, and set sail to the peak of the Himalayas to avoid the Great Floods. Vedas sent me the constellation Manu, who is known as founder of mankind, to negotiate with me. Okay, I'm not good enough in the lore to understand like all that. I understand, but I didn't know him. Manu is known to frequently butt heads with Master of the Ark of Eden, over the copyright of this to the story. So Master of the Ark is Noah. Okay. That means Manu is the most knowledgeable about copyright claims amongst the constellation of Veda. Why didn't Master of December 25th come himself? Do you think he has nothing better to do? All you have to do is give me an answer. Will you accept the blessing of resurrection or not? So this is the attitude he decided to take with me. And the protagonist of the story, Mitra, isn't even here. What can Veda offer me if I choose to accept the blessing of resurrection? You will have the Sun God's blessing. What is the Sun God's blessing? Must I explain every little detail to you, to a lowly mortal like yourself? A lowly mortal? Don't you think that line is a little too cliché? How long will you look down on us humans? When you love the many stories we tell each other, do you think we'd let you get away with saying such, well, I can do this? I always find it funny, a lowly mortal. Wasn't he a human as well? Like, in the story, you heard right, he's not a deity or anything in the story. He was a normal human that managed to survive a flood. And then he became a constellation. Like, an important constellation in the Indian stuff, but he's still just a mortal. Like, he started out as a human. And isn't the whole Indian thing, like, Indian is too far-fetched, but, like, I'm guessing the whole Veda thing, let's call it Veda because I'm too stupid for everything else, to not look down on others and be seen as, like, be just to everything, I don't know. You have used your authority over the secret room. Constellation founder of mankind will be expelled from the room. Huh? I'm the one with the upper hand here. Next. Okay, who's that? Incarnation Dokja Kim. Join Olympus. Is that Thanatos? The one who poked out his eyes smiles at you. I don't know exactly. Poked out his eyes. I don't know, even if I know Olympus stuff. You must know about me. Well, we hear about you all the time when we're in college in Korea. Is that so? How surprising for a small country in the east. Then the one who poked out his eyes. He is King Oedipus. Oh, that's Oedipus? We hear about so much during liberal arts classes. King Oedipus. Now I'm reminded of how much I hate Sophocles. I've already heard the proposal from God of Alcohol and Ecstasy. You're here to ask me to become the leader of the Bacchus sect, right? Bacchus? So he has approached you already. What's this? I don't have a good feeling about this. Persephone was hostile towards Olympus. and Dionysus told me not to trust anyone. Neither of them ever asked me to join Olympus. I'm not here to make you an offer on behalf of Bacchus. Neither am I here to claim my copyright over the story of resurrection. Wait, Oedipus got resurrected? I didn't even know that. It could be that he's the true representative of Olympus. The story we're offering you is Lightning Carnival. I'm sorry? Of course you're familiar with this story. But Lightning Carnival is a story that belongs to Zeus, one of the big three. The big three? So from the big three, is Zeus Bleach, One Piece, or Naruto? Yes, it's just as you think. The story we're here to offer you is on a different level from the reincarnation stories that other nebulae are offering you. Why are you making me such an offer? Fuck, am I experiencing stream issues again? Is everything okay for you guys? Is everything going fine? I'm seeing slight frame drops once more. It doesn't look as bad as those other weeks, but I'm seeing some problems. It's because I, along with the three goddesses of fate, have seen a fragment of your fate. My fate? You will soon gain the qualification to succeed Lightning Carnival. It's fine now. Okay, that's good to hear, Beatrice. Thank you. Of course, you should just succeed in my story of blind prophets. But you won't do that since you're already rumored to be a prophet. Wait, what do you mean by that? Why would I end up... The choice is yours, but you will be needing Olympus in the near future. I want a Hatsune Miku constellation. I mean, it would be possible. Hatsune Miku did make a big splash on humanity, right? With like the whole Vocaloid thing, being a very famous singer. Like, I could see Hatsune Miku being a historical constellation from Japan. I've had stuff pause loading every once in a while, but I thought it was just my Wi-Fi. It could be a mix. But I'm seeing some small frame drops. Like, over the entire course of this 1 hour stream so far, I had like, apparently 1.5% of the streams I had in the stream were drops. Which are like slight lags. Think about it until we meet. Think about it until we meet again. By the way, since I started streaming with Tower of God earlier today, like 2 hours ago, at the start of all of these streams, the temperature in my room was about 25 degrees Celsius. But now, after talking for that long and being in this room, my room temperature increased to 28.1 degrees Celsius. Just from talking and sitting here and reading, my room temperature increased by 3 degrees of Celsius. That's insane. I don't know what fate Oedipus was talking about, but if the three goddesses of fate are involved, what they saw will surely happen to me in the future. But why a story of Olympus of all nebulae? All the stories they have are kind of... one cannot but worry. Yeah, they're kind of iffy, right? For a modern person like you. Hello? Oh, is Uriel coming now? Oh my gosh, she's so cute! She's way too cute. Turn on the air conditioner. I don't have an air conditioner. That's not something we have over here in Germany. At least only a few places in Germany have that. I could potentially turn on my fan, but I don't know if you guys could hear that. I'm just leaving you on the cute panel of her peeking in, because Yuria is just a big cutie. Let me turn on my fan one more time. But a fan doesn't necessarily make things colder. It just like whirls around wind. So I don't know. What? Really? Why? We just don't have it. I don't even know if there's a good explanation for why we don't have it. I just know that we don't have it. Okay. I'm using my fan to just blow cold air on my legs. Leg. I have my room set at 20 degrees, can't stand the heat. I get that. I would love 20 degrees. I think 20 degrees is a very nice spot. It's not too cold. Like, it's not even that. 20 is not cold. But it's also not hot. It's just very acceptable. So let's see what Uriel has to say. I thought Master of the Ark would come, but you came yourself. The constellation who has been with me since the beginning of the scenario. The modern Judge of Fire, Uriel. Are you disappointed that it's me? I didn't realize that Uriel was this cute. She's such a cutie. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now I understand why my friend said Uriel is best girl. No, it's nice to meet you. Look how happy she is. Oh, what a cinnamon roll. I wanted to see you, Dokja Kim. Look at her just casually hugging him. She is best girl. Oh. I've also wanted to meet you. Great. You're here to ask me to choose the Messiah's path, right? Oh, that's right. That's why I came. It must be because you're so good looking. You sure are persuasive. Is this the truth though? Don't trust anyone, guys. Don't trust anyone. Dokja, you'll accept Eden's story, right? Well, I'll have to think about it. Why? Our story is the best. The other stories don't even compare to it. I mean, yes, I would feel like the Christian stories would be more powerful because Christianity is like the biggest religion in the entire world. The Messiah's Path is definitely one of the top reincarnation stories. However, I lose something important if I choose that story. Huh? Oh, you're right. You'll end up a eunuch if you choose our story. That's not good. Serious. Like, she's actually thinking about this. What? I didn't think this would be enough to convince her. Is me becoming a eunuch that big of a problem for Uriel? Why? What should I do? Metatron said he'd ban me from using the internet for a month if I didn't manage to bring Dokja to our side. But if I do, he'll end up a eunuch, and if he does... Wait, what if we find a different arrangement you can explore? She needs her ship to sail. Yeah, she... So, wait. That does mean her current ship was Dokja X Jungyok. But now she's thinking that the ship should be Jungyok X Dokja. If you can follow me, in shipping terms, often some people use it that the first person in the ship is the top of the ship. If you understand what I'm meaning. Like, the first to be called is the top, and the second is the bottom. So it feels like Uriel wanted to have Dokja X Jungyok, but now thinking that Dokja might become a eunuch, she might change that to Jungyok X Dokja. Ah, yes. Yeah. I got it! Dokja, don't worry about becoming a eunuch. We'll find a way for you to... Shake. I don't want to be a eunuch. Right, that's why I'll make it so that even if you're a eunuch, you can... Even if you're a eunuch, you can still ejaculate! Yes, I said it. I did not hesitate to say it, okay? Next. I was visited by many other nebulae after that. Look at these guys, these idiots. In the novel she says, but if he accepts, then Kim Dokja becomes a eunuch. When that happens, oh, wait a minute, perhaps if his position changes... Yeah, I guess they might have slightly censored it for Webtoon. Yeah, maybe. Metatron banning our girl from the internet is a crime. The internet also includes the star stream, right? And it just doesn't mean that she can't go on the internet like us. The historical constellations of Korea gave me words of encouragement. You are the last hope we have for our world. Do not ever bend your will. But it seemed that they didn't want me to join any particular nebulae. Now we will announce the results of the succession. First is America's Selena Kim. Selena Kim has decided to succeed in the Medieval Ages, given by constellation Last Conscience. I have no idea who that might be. Oh, you know for a fact Uriel has hundreds of works on Wattpad. Totally, I feel that. Chose Olympus as expected. Last Aegis. Indomitable Aegis. Would it be Ares then? Or would it be some constellation from Legolas? No, not Legolas. What's his name? Leonidas. I don't think it's Leonidas. It's most likely that this is Ares. Think carefully. Is this truly a matter of making enemies? She must have meant that I should make a choice that encompasses all reincarnation stories. I have more than one life, and there will be others who want me to succeed their reincarnation stories the next time around. But and will never give up on their stories being the first reincarnation. It seems to be something is missing here. And if I directly succeed their stories, I'll end up becoming their subordinate. After all, the relationship between constellations and incarnations isn't fair to begin with. Wait, fairness. And the next successor is the Supreme King of Sol. I don't trust anyone, but it only applies to constellations. There's actually one person whom I can trust here. I have something to you all. I want to see Uriel's reaction now. Now, live reaction of Uriel. The missing words in that text were Eden and Vedas. Let me try to read it again with that in mind. Eden and Vedas. But Eden and Vedas will never give up on their story being the first reincarnation. I guess that's it. I see why people ship them, to be honest, even though they're both canonically straight. I can see that as well, but I think people should also respect the sexuality of straight people. The succession is never fair, because it takes the form of sponsorship. Constellation God of Naval Warfare pays attention to your outburst. Nebula Veda pays attention to your outburst. That is because constellations and incarnations are not on equal footing to begin with. My god! Oh my god! I totally expected to have some sort of reaction from her like this. We have decided not to succeed your stories. Stop glaring at me, you might end up killing me. We will buy your stories. The fabled constellations look down on historical constellations because they are of a higher rank. And the reason nebulae look down on independent constellations is because they belong to a group. Uriel is so, oh my god, shy, Pien, and then, oh my god, the novel also focuses in on a lot more moments of bromance between them and showing how much they care about each other. I mean, the problem with which I have with a lot of stories, which is not only this one, but also a lot of other things that I read, is that, as you said, Lewis, bromance, right? Even if there's a lot of bromance moments in there, can two men not just be friends without being gay? I feel like many people who always, like, jump into these guys need to be together, they totally are in love with each other. Like, I don't have something with people that's shipping them, but I feel like it's escalated so far that friendships are not a thing anymore. Like, I feel like Dokja and Junghyuk are great friends, and I understand the couple shipping, but like denying that they are friends and insisting that they are a couple feels kind of weird to me, if you understand what I mean. So it also shows Junghyuk perspective as well, meaning he is portrayed a lot more caring towards Dokja as well. I feel like Dokja is shipped with just about anyone in Omniscient Reader's viewpoint, not gonna lie. Totally, Dachi, totally. Get what you mean, yeah. I just want friendships. Not everything needs to be romance, right? If I were to make an unfair game fair, if you want to sell your story to Junghyuk and me, make a deal with our nebulae. I'd first need to get on the same level as them. So he's starting a nebula just for him and Junghyuk. And in the future, other characters will probably join as well. Yeah, it gets annoying talking to some people like that. Yeah. But none of you guys are like that. Like, you guys are shippers sometimes, but like, you guys are. I can live with you. Okay, one more chapter before the big announcement, guys. The big announcement is about around the corner. They can, but the way they are written, the story doesn't seem like they're just friends. I don't know. I don't feel that romantic tension, to be honest. They are just two guys who really care about each other. I don't really see the romantic tension besides characters being like Uriel, or others being like a companionship Korean word. Like, there are two guys who really care for each other and will do stuff so that the other can succeed. I think that's what you would call best friends. Make a deal with our Nebula. At first need to get on the same level with them. Constellation Banquet, last chapter. Midday Rendezvous. What do you think you're doing? Currently using Midday Rendezvous. I didn't realize we still had time left on Midday Rendezvous when we got it so long ago. This isn't the first time something like this happened. You should be used to it by now. What? It's not a bad offer for you. I know that you can't succeed any of the It's not a bad offer for you. I know that you can't succeed any of the constellation stories. Let's be more brazen. There's just no telling how much you know. From Junhyuk. Junhyuk doesn't succeed any stories here in the original novel. The regression constraints. He can turn back time for death. In return for that ability, he is not able to succeed any constellation story. On the other hand, I also get the perspective of the shippers, like the meme of when a person I've gone through life and death with to the point we have both attempted to sacrifice our life for each other multiple times is totally just a friend. It's just the manhwa appeal to the fans of the ship a bit much compared to the novel. I mean, I get everything you guys are saying. Like, oh, if people are fighting for each other and are sacrificing their lives for each other, they can't be just friends. Why not? Like, if you are super good friends with somebody, like, if you consider them family, basically, wouldn't you sacrifice yourself for your bestest of friends? Like, I would feel like that. I have good friends that I really treasure, but saying that I would sacrifice myself for them is also maybe a bit far-fetched, because we live in a weird kind of society here in humanity. But I don't know. Depending on how things would develop in the apocalypse, maybe I would be that way. Incarnation Junhyuk Yu, is Incarnation Dokja Kim telling the truth? Did you two decide to start a new nebula? Please. That's right. Whew. Your husband also counts as family. Yes, but there's also family outside of husband and children. You can also have, like, say that friends are like family. Beyond friendship, but not in a romantic or familial way. Dokja constantly praised Junhyuk's beauty, and Junhyuk also got jealous for Dokja with women, so I think by the night. Also, I think the bi vibe is more intense in the novel than manhwa. I mean, yeah, because it's technically it's also called a friendship, right, Lachi? So a ship could be a friendship, and saying that Junhyuk got jealous because Dokja was with women, it's like twisting what was going on, right? Because he was not really jealous that he was with women. It was the whole thing of thinking like Dokja has somebody he cares for, so he can't put Dokja in danger. Because Dokja has someone as important. Like, he understands what it means to have someone who cares for. He has Solwa. He understands what it means to have a lover. So I really don't see that as jealousy. And Dokja just saying that he's beautiful or handsome, I mean, that's how he read it in the story. And he sees the character and is now like, the story was not wrong. Like, you can be totally straight and still say that a man is attractive. You don't need to be gay or bi to say that a person of the same gender is, like, attractive. Dokja Kim, you've gone and done it now. That's why I like you so much. Veda is disappointed in you. Guiyok holds you in contempt. I don't even know who you are, Guiyok. I think that was part of it also. It wasn't the only time you got jealous. You haven't read it yet. Yeah, maybe. Come on, this is a good thing, isn't it? They haven't even reached a state of constellation. How can they even start their own nebula? Dokkaebi, does it even make sense? It's not like anyone can just form a nebula because they want to. Well, Incarnation Dokja Kim has been acknowledged by the star stream to be worthy enough. Before we go into an argument and slip into spoilers, we should avoid the argument. No, actually Jungkook did get judged, but maybe it was more because he found a companion he can rely on and get judged. Dokja has another person he trusts, maybe. Like, jealousy doesn't need to be romantic jealousy. It doesn't also need to be romantic jealousy. Incarnation Dokja Kim has been acknowledged by the star stream to be worthy enough. The king of the world without a king. That was his first story, right? He broke the throne which held the divine powers of the other worlds. Did he create a new story with that? The one who fought against the miracle. Oh, there was the second story where he fought against the questions. He defeated a returnee. Wow. Some constellations are favorable towards you. It's very first fable, and then it's second fable. What's that? The one who scored the storyteller. Oh, this is... Hey, what was that just now? Wait, so he had... Like, the thing with the Yamato no Orochi was his fifth story already? So I really see both the platonic and romantic interpretation of the relationship. Maybe. I know, maybe I might be more of a minority, but as a multi-shipper, I can literally ship anyone with anyone else, as long as my head can allow it. I really don't care about those ships too much. I read this for the story and not for the romance, I think. Like, the romance is really just... If I had to categorize top 10 things I care about in Omniscient Reader's viewpoint, I feel like romance would be somewhere at the end. Well, I think we have the wrong video there. Don't tell me that was also registered as a story. So you're a really crazy one, huh? So what's next? The one who hunted the king of catastrophes. You have achieved a non-existing story. You have established a total of 4 stories. But we have seen 5 right there. Congratulations, the star stream has acknowledged your accomplishments. The shadow of a fabled constellation. He's already accumulated 4 legendary stories. He's going to be made a constellation even before the end of the 10th scenario. He's a new constellation? That can't be. Look how smug this idiot looks. Look how smug this idiot looks. As you can see, Incarnation Dokja Kim is due to become a constellation soon. If he manages to gain his 5th story now, he will... Alright, I'll agree that the Incarnation Dokja Kim is worthy of the title. But I refuse to acknowledge that he's able to form his own nebula. There are 2 problems here. Number 1, we do not know whether Incarnation Dokja Kim has the adequate financial capacity. You do know that you need a certain amount of money to form your own nebula, don't you? I have enough coins. That we'll see if you do. Number 2, would you be able to find someone to support your nebula? Now this is the real challenge. To form one's own nebula, one must gain the support of at least 5 constellations. Which of the constellations gave you support to form your own nebula? Okay. Let's count. Uriel, Monkey King, Persephone, Secretive Plotter, and maybe the constellation that is supporting Jungkook. That would be 5. Well, wait, do you even have a name for your own nebula? Our nebula will be called the Dokja Kim Company. We don't have a name yet, and as for the supporters, we'll find them now. Is there any constellation who's willing to support the forming of our nebula? I guess also a lot of the Korean constellations could be up there. I knew it. What a waste of time. Dokja, let's carry on with the succession. Underworld of Olympus will support you. Persephone, that's one of me, correct? I'm free to do what I want. Do you have a problem? I'll give you my support. Monkey King, Prisoner of the Golden Headband. 2 correct. I mean, so far pretty easy to guess. Really? Are you sure? Phew. Here goes nothing. I'm so sorry, Scribe. I support them too. I think this is as far as we go. It's fine. I got what I wanted. So the 2 that are left for me to guess were Secret of Plotter and Jungkook. Jungkook hating Dokja's naming sense, but he names everything like Wuxia novel. Like, he's a pro gamer, man. But still. It's fine. I got what I wanted. What? I didn't expect to be able to form our own nebula. All I wanted to do was stall for time. It all goes according to the novel. The finale of this banquet is already decided. Pretty soon, I, Goryo, top swordsman, will give them my support. Also Goryo! I mean, they did tease him to be important and made it so that that you would think that he was relevant for this arc in a lot of ways. So it makes sense that he's also going to have his moment here. But I guess, looking at it, you would think that, I don't know, like, Monkey King would be mythical, Persephone is either fable or mythical, Uriel is either fable or mythical, and he's just a historical constellation. I thought like you would need to be at least like a fable constellation to support people to form a nebula. Okay, guys. This marks the end of this arc. And the time for me to make my big grand reveal. First, I have to ask all of you. Did you spot the small laughing Sooyoung this week yet? Did you spot her? She is somewhere on the stream. If you have not yet spotted her, I will give you a small tip on what half of the stream she is on. But, well, first let's talk about the grand reveal. I already talked about it last time, but now me and a friend of mine have started actually getting into it to prepare it all. I cannot say when this thing will actually start as a new stream thing, but maybe it's something that's interesting for you. The Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint TTRPG. Not officially licensed. Not officially licensed. But me and a friend have started preparing a heavily homebrewed version of Dungeons and Dragons, which basically almost turns more into its own original sort of thing, but it's just like very, very heavily homebrewed Dungeons and Dragons. And we have started working on that. Currently, this document for this TTRPG, let me go over there. The document is currently only 18 pages long. But, whoops, that's the wrong tab. It's only 18 pages long at the moment. But that also means we're still very at the beginning. Like, we have prepared the different stats and how that stuff will work, but we still have a lot to figure out. We're working on the races technically right now, but because there's only humans, we needed to do something different compared to races. So that's something we had to do. And what's even more hard to do, like, I need to work out all these different constellations, guys. All these different constellations and their stigmas and how these things will work. Like, I need to figure out to anyone who is in Haku's Discord server. Not the Kim Dokja as the company. To anyone who is on Haku's Discord. Especially you, Lachi. I asked you some things. Those were all connected to us starting to work on that. Me asking, how do people earn coins? How do constellations earn coins? Which ranks are these constellations? How does this work? And how does that work? Those were all questions for that. How attributes are gonna work. You mean the personal attributes? Well, personal skills are obviously more connected to like your race in a way, so that depending on what sort of background you have, it would be your different personal skills. But attributes, in my opinion, personal attributes should be connected to your backstories. For now, I will probably work on the players who will be in this thing in the future to make it personalized. Like, maybe somebody says like, oh, we had an idea that we brainstormed, which is just like the personal attribute called Night Owl, which is just like, because the incarnation stayed up like very long before the whole apocalypse thing happens, was always awake during night and all that. Maybe the constellation is something like, oh, they, like in D&D terms, they gain night vision and maybe are a bit stronger at night or something like that. But I really need to read more about all the things and how they work. But it's difficult for me because I'm not caught up to the manhwa. I'm not caught up to the webtoon. And I'm not even I'm 1/5 into the novel, technically, considering how far this manhwa is. So it's difficult for me to do all of these things. Is Lachi behind all this? It looks like Lachi is watching on Internet Explorer right now. So I feel like personal attributes, Lewis, will work like skills that make you unique, but it's just unique skills in a way. And Drifted, it will not take place in Korea. It will most likely, I can say that, take place in Germany, in the Berlin Dome, because my idea got further like strengthened because we have not seen the Berlin Dome in this banquet right now, which means they might not be as important. Second of all, I'm German, so I have a better connection to Germany and have more ideas of what I could do with like a German dome. It gives me some good historical constellation choices and also some technically everything Germanic I can choose from. That's also why I asked if the Norse, if the pantheon of Asgard is like super relevant in Omniscient Reader's viewpoint, because then if they were not relevant, I could use them in the story that I'm coming up for this whole thing. But they're not. But be warned, there's one German guy for to Sigurd and Fafnir. The idea that Fafnir might be the black abyssal flame dragon makes me wonder if the black flame, if I will just use the black abyssal flame dragon as Fafnir. One guy from German history, German, Austrian, European history, world history even. I don't think I will use him as a constellation. I kind of don't want to. I kind of don't want to use that guy as a constellation. And I feel like you guys understand who I'm talking about. But I kind of don't want to use him, you know? Maybe I could use him for an antagonist sometime. But I really feel like it would be kind of weird to use him. I'm always here to help with the mechanics, lol. Yeah, I will continue to ask questions on the server if I ever get more. I already have a lot. Like, I already asked in the stream once, I think it was before you came here, if like Adam and Eve are like fabled constellations, or if they are like mythical. Because I feel like I need to know these ranks to know how strong the stigmas they are that they could give. The novel had a Japanese equivalent in Peaceful and it was changed in manhwa. Yeah. I remember that you guys said that they changed some stuff there. But yeah, that's the big announcement I had to make. It will not be this month. It will not be next month. Because you guys, I will give you regular updates on how I'm progressing through this TTRPG thing. But you guys need to know, creating your own system is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And then I also need to write a story for that. And then I need to find players. Like, the one guy that I'm working together on with the system, he will be one player, but I still need to think about the other players. So and I need players who are also okay with me to stream this whole thing. I was thinking about maybe asking Haku in the future, when we're both caught up with the Webtoon at least. But thinking that would be massively difficult as well. If for all of you don't know, Haku of the Tubes, a YouTuber as well. Yeah, he also streams Omniscient Reader's Viewpoints. Great guy. He's the reason why I'm so close to 500 subscribers, man. Totally. Roncan. I have not caught up. I have not encountered Roncan yet. I'm wondering how are these read-through streams gonna work once you catch up? Like, are you just reading once a week or like 4 chapters a month? It's gonna be once a week. Once a week and some other talk. He's caught up. Roncan is caught up. The problem with that, I don't know where Roncan is from, but I know Haku is American. And I'm European German. And my friend is somewhere from Asia. So, guys, if Haku is like 6 to 8 hours before me, and my other friend is like 5 hours ahead of me, I think it was 5 hours. I can check that really quick how much he's ahead of me. I pinned it on him. Where's my note on this guy? I can't see the note because I have streamer mode enabled. My friend should be 5 hours ahead of me. So we have 5 hours ahead of me, and we have like 6 to 8 hours behind me. And now think about finding a good time where people could get together to play every week or every 2 weeks. That would be horrible. I would really love to invite Haku, and I need to get to know that Ron guy. But I would really love to invite like people who are connected to the Omniscient Reader's viewpoint thing, and you guys know as well, because that makes it more interesting to you. But time zones. Time zones are a bitch. But yeah, let us continue to read, because we, after talking all about this stuff, are still going to get to chapter 177 today. That's our plan of chapters. 177. Here we go. 7 streams a week? What? What? Where did that come from? So I wonder who the 5th guy will be then, if Gordio is the 4th. 7 streams a week? Imagine needing to prepare a session for every day. You guys could totally pull it off. Yeah, I need to work on that with them. I don't even know if Haku likes TTRPGs. I think we talked about that once before, but I don't remember. By the way, temperature update. I'm now at 28.8 degrees Celsius. My temperature increased by another 0.7 Celsius. Then I, God of Naval Warfare, also offer my support. I, Bold Army General, will also step forward. Wait, you can't suddenly voice your support like that. Constellation Secret of Flutter is in support of Unevela, as expected. Secret of Flutter is the one I expected. And then I'm waiting for the one guy who should be supporting Jungyok. Huh? Secret of Flutter? Where are they? You've acquired the ability to temporarily form a nebula. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Ooh, look how this all... Ooh, that's a massive reaction. So, this all shows that Secret of Flutter must be mythic. Wait! It's energy. It's an otherworld god. An otherworld god? Like from H.P. Lovecraft? Like Cthulhu stuff? How dare you set foot here? Why did you not invite us? So, are the... If these guys are Lovecraftian things, why do the nebulae... They seem to be against them. Dang, Persephone is protecting Dokja, and Uriel is protecting Jungyok. Also, Outer God, so yeah, H.P. Lovecraft stuff. I'm sorry, but the party's over. It's time you all head back. See you again. The otherworld gods are looking at you. I know how strong H.P. Lovecraft stuff is, so they all, like, most of the gods of H.P. Lovecraft must be literally like myth stuff. Are looking at you. Yeah, the other gods, they're late game stuff. Otherworld gods. They're cute. Yeah, look at their small teeth. Aww, and those eyes. They look just like a little puppy. Who are you? You're not recording the wheel. Can it be? Could it be that... Ooh, that's interesting, like seeing the text bubble over the Omniscient Reader thing. The final story is about to begin? Hey, is this the place? Are you sure we'll be fine? What if they show up? I heard that Naval Commander and Pure Steel frequent this area. Isn't this the grave of that hero? Already grave robbers? It's been 3 days. They would totally be my friends. We'd be besties right away. I love you, SP. What do you mean, SP? Come on, what hero? He wouldn't have died so easily if he'd been one. Grave robbing, why not? Hurry up and dig. We don't have much time. Before the people who went into the Dark Castle come out. I'm sure there will be at least 1 or 2 decent items buried here. A hero? More like a sleeping beauty. That's a neat looking coat. Let me take this first. SP's Secret of Flutter. Oh, okay. Makes sense, yeah. Thank you. Grab. Ah! What the hell? Summoners acquired 5 stories. A new constellation is born in the night skies of Sol. Oh, is Kilyong hurt? No. What? A constellation? Stories? Damn it, that's not important to us right now. Run! Dead hug. Dark Castle. Episode 172, Chapter 30. By the way, this means the Chapter 30 thing. Does it mean that we're... Is Chapter 30 something in a novel? Because this is not Chapter 30 in a novel, right? Does it mean like Arc 30? Because I feel like we're like in the 160, 150 chapters of the novels right now. Dark Castle is here. Ooh, that must be something people are waiting for. Like people, Beatrice. Oh, Satan? Each chapter is an arc. The web novel is divided in episodes and chapters. So chapters being arcs and episodes being chapters. That's that eye is scary. Ancient magic barrier is formed on the first floor of Dark Castle. A special barrier will be active for the next 30 minutes. Tier 5 demon Dark Tracker is chasing you. I want that thing go away. That thing spells big trouble for us. But the real problem is... the dragon? Ooh, what's that? It's like a demon viscount Nuzlocke. What? Nuzlocke? Like in Pokemon? And Pokemon Nuzlocke? Is he one of the 72 demons? Who's Nuzlocke? I don't remember that name from anything I've read. Okay, I'm being honest. I tried to Google Nuzlocke, seeing if he's from Solomon or something. The first result was Nuzlocke Omniscient Reader 2 and I instantly just closed it again. So it's the original character, I guess. They must be waiting for us. What should we do now? We don't have any more monsters we can call to our aid. We still have 30 minutes to think. Chapter 150. Specifically 153. If I only had been more careful. So the castle appeared over Sol. Oh no, look at this. Now these guys are turning into zombies. First they were just like mindless zombies because of Nirvana, and now they're actual zombies. Careful with the character name searching. I was thinking he was an actual demon from like Eden, from like Bible. I was able to survive all this time, not because I was strong, because I was lucky. Damn it, damn it, damn it! I wonder what happened to the others. They might have died already. If only Master was here. No, not Master. If only Dokja was here. Stop daydreaming, you fool. If you're hurt, try to get some shut-eye. There's no way that Master is dead. I can't be certain, but that's the feeling I get. He's dead. Forget that ugly mug of his. I actually don't get it. Everyone calls him ugly, but I actually don't get why people think he's so ugly. He's not that ugly, right? Or do I have weird taste? Gee, here, you're a bit older than me, right? I'm still just a small girl. Do I have a weird taste in men? I still didn't hit puberty. Will my taste in men get better? Come to think of it, everyone's been saying Dokja Kim is ugly like a chant, so I've never really thought about what makes him ugly. I'd say his nose, either nose look kind of blurry, or maybe it's the combinations of the features that make him ugly. But that's just because you don't have a, like, you have, what's the word? Aphantasia? Aphantasia? Aphantasia, the phenomenon of not being able to think, think of stuff properly inside of your head. That's how everyone sees him. But really, what part of his face was so ugly? No, what did he even look like? Why can't I remember his face? Well, anyway, he was certainly not my type, but you still cried a whole lot during his funeral. I was acting, you fool. The constellations gave us so many coins for that. It's cause Ji spent so much time with Junghyuk that Dokja is ugly in comparison. Could be. Not your type. So Junghyuk is your type, right? How old is Ji again? Is she like 17 now? Because she is a minor, if I remember correctly. Like, she was in high school. So anyone shipping Ji with Dokja or Junghyuk is kind of weird, man. A few constellations are asking you if it really was just acting. I wanted to pay him back and ask him if he thought I was helpful. That's what I wanted to say to him. Ancient magic barrier will be deactivated in 1 minute. That different thing, lol. That's a different thing, lol. Unable to recognize faces is another diagnosis. Yeah. Aphantasia is like you can't imagine things inside of your head anyways, or like if you close your eyes and try to imagine an apple, do you see like an outline of an apple that makes sense that it looks like that? Do you see like a red or green or something apple? Do you see nothing and just see like the word apple inside of your head? Or like how people see things? But some people are also like very bad at remembering faces of other people. I, for example, am very bad at remembering faces of people, like real people. For some reason, with drawn characters, I don't have the problem, but with like real faces, I am struggling a bit more. Ji is a high school girl since she was in class when the first scenario happened. Also, my doctor didn't want her drinking alcohol. Yeah. But I wasn't sure if she's like 17, 16, or in which area that was. Yusung, you can carry Gilyong, right? Take him and run when I give you the signal. I'm sorry? Just do as I say. I have a problem remembering names. I get that. I feel like I need to be invested in a story to remember names. Like, I have read a lot of cultivation manhwa, both of them, and I struggle with remembering their names. But like for webtoons that I like, or stories that I like, I easily remember the names and never forget them. Hooray! Hurry! Run away and try to get some help for us before I end up dying. Okay, hang in there a little. Dark Castle 2. I can't remember the sound of the names, but I can. Which one of those two is supposed to be Can? Yeah, you tried to correct yourself, but which of the two? Damn, I even forgot some of my classmates' name when I was going to class with me for 4 years. Probably the first. I can't remember the sound of the name, but I can't spell them. Spelling is also hard because there's like so many different versions of spelling these names, at least like in the translated version. Like in Hangul there's only one version, but for us there's so many different. I don't know if I remember all my school classmates. It's been like a few years since I graduated from high school, or like the equivalent of high school here in Germany. No, please, a G-Here death would be crazy. A G-Here death would be crazy, by the way. Damn it. Will this be the end of me? I know who they are, but I don't know their names. I fought pretty hard, though. I will just use abbreviations. I struggle with abbreviations because there's always a new abbreviation for me to learn. I don't want to die. I want to live. I think I've gone through something like this before. What happened then? Is it Junghyuk? Yeah, no, it's Dokja. Hup. Oh. She can't understand him. No. I think he's saying something. What is he saying? I can't hear him. I can't see him that well either. I want to hear him. I want to see his face. There he is! The ugly king! Ji-Hye! Look at her. Like her left eye is still shining with hope, but like her right eye, like the dark shadow over the pupil and all that, it looks like she already halfway lost it or something. Like it's also swollen, as you can see here with the blood over that. Like this eye, that eye is... She's not seeing that well through this eye right now. Huh? Was that what he looked like? Constellation, who does not have a name yet, is looking at you. A constellation who does not have a name yet? Who would that be? A constellation who does not have a name yet. Who? Oh, is that a message that Jihye got? It's not a message that Dokja got. It's like a message that popped out for Jihye. And Dokja is the constellation who does not have a name yet. The message we got earlier, it's about you, right? What? Something about a new constellation in Seoul. Oh, I guess so. That rhino was unbelievably strong. Is this how powerful you get when you become a constellation? That wasn't just me. I borrowed power from some other stories. Other stories? You have defeated a demonic noble. You have obtained 10,000 coins. Usually when you kill a demon, you end up becoming enemies with the demon king that they worship. But things were different in this scenario. All the demons in the Dark Castle scenario are waiting for a new master. So no demon king was angry. You've obtained the item, Advanced Demon's Proof. Maybe I went a little too overboard. The lower ranked demons will now fear you. A few constellations are amazed by your sheer strength. Many constellations are doubting your probability. Oh no, now he will suffer from probabilities. No! Of course they would. My power right now goes beyond that allowed in the current scenario. Yes, I was startled to see Jihye cornered like that. Effects of the story, the path of Messiah are partially active. The effect of the path of Messiah, absolute divinity. Dokja sounds like sounds like bean pod in Chinese. Dokja. Okay, I'll take that. I borrowed the story from Eden, and it's particularly effective against demon species. Nebula Eden is requesting that you pay the price for quoting their story. It's bothersome that I have to do something for them every time I quote their story, but it's much better than being accused of plagiarism. This is all thanks to adorable Uriel. All I have to do is to draw a cross since I just became a constellation. Are you religious now, mister? Nebula Eden is happy that you quoted the story. Constellation Demonic Judge of Fire is happy. I'm sorry. Pathetic for a tale of strongest in Seoul, right? Right now is the hardest time you'll have. It will get better soon, so don't worry. I'm going to get your bones back together, so stay still. Huh? I think I need to use Elaine Forest Essence. Come to think of it, I left all my items with Suyong before I died. Dokja shop. Look at her just falling, like crying. That's hilarious. Some constellations are questioning your abuse of privilege. I'm a constellation now. I don't need to bother what they think. Have this and get some sleep. Huh? Thanks, mister. It's nothing. Thanks for crying at my funeral. I'm going to pass out now, so don't talk to me. Mister? Oh, look at those two. Your incarnation is looking at you. Oh, it's adorable. She just did she just drop Gilliard? Like Dokja! She just froze the injured guy on the ground. Dokja! Mister! By the way, when she says no, Gilliard! When she says mister, what sort of mister does she say? Does she say... It's not Hyung, like Hyung is something that younger boys says to older boys. Is it Ajusi? She said nope, no problem, and dropped Gilyoung. I think it should be Ajusi, right? Oh, sorry, I was late, wasn't I? If it weren't for this feeling, I wouldn't have come running here first thing when I got back. You were late by a whole week. Ajusi. A week? Unfortunately, I ended up reviving later than intended. So Junghyuk should have been back here already. I wonder what Junghyuk is doing then. She says Ajusi. Wait, is Ajusi like uncle? Ajusi and other names in Korean. What were they again? Different honorifics. You have Abunim, father, Omnim, mother. I'm not pronouncing it. Hyungnim, Nunim. Hyungnim. I guess that's the Gilyoung call him Hyung. Hyung. I understand that she's calling him Ajusi. But But I feel like maybe I would like it more if she called him maybe Oppa. Maybe I would like Oppa more, or maybe I would like Oraboni more, which is like what a female calls her older brother. I feel like I would like those. Here calls Dokja Hyung though. I don't know if this spell is correct. Yeah, it's something like that. It's similar enough. Oh, there's Suyong! Look at her! Still in that getup. It's been a week already, so why hasn't he come? She's angry. Why didn't he come back? This idiot is leaving me with more work. Don't leave me with more work, you idiot. It's been a week already, so why hasn't he come back? He's slain every last demon around. He's crazy strong. How is Dokja going to use someone like him? Dokja must be out of his mind. That main character bullshit. Demons? The demons aren't the problem. The real demon is Junghyuk Yu. Hey, these are Dokjas. Are you really going to take them from me? Why did Dokja entrust you with his stuff? Well, it's probably because he finds me the most trustworthy. Then be fine if I just killed you, right? And held on to them for myself. Oh, I can't die yet. No, I can't die yet. Come back, connection! You'll be taking a loss by killing me. That's what Dokja would think too. If you ever bring him up again in front of me, I'll really kill you. Gosh, that jerk! Ah! Episode Black Flame Dragon. I thought you were the most powerful constellation. Why can't you beat him? I'm just ranked one number lower than him. So why is he so much stronger than me? Constellation Abyssal Black Flame Dragon remains silent. Constellation Abyssal Flame Dragon protests that this isn't his fault. What do you mean I'm not the one Dokja trusted the most? Oh man. We're probably experiencing some lags again. I can see it in my connection apparently. I want to pull this through to the end though. So I hope it's decent enough. This isn't good. That punk took his sister with him upstairs. Dokja definitely won't like how things are going to turn out. What the hell is he when all of this is going on? Mr. Blame Fragen asks you what you mean. It's none of your business. But what? Suyong just thought that the Abyssal Black Flame Dragon was the strongest because of the powerful name, right? That was her whole thought process, that he's the strongest because of his name. Anyway, Junghyuk ended up taking all of my proof. I might have to start all over again from scratch. Main scenario 9. Okay, we're 9. Demons proof. Category main. Difficulty A++. Clear conditions. Hunt down the demons and collect 9 demons proof to sacrifice at the altar that leads you to the second floor. Time limit 23 days. Reward 50,000 coins. Penalty for failure none. All the major groups have already reached second floor by working together. Flame Dragon probably asked, also just told her directly. Although I'm a ranker, I might end up losing my rank to my competitors if this keeps up. Abyssal was also supporting the constellation of Kim Nan Woman and Twisa. Yes. What should I do? Miss Han? Miss Han, what happened to you? Hyunsung? I just got a little injured from fighting demons. So you entered through this labyrinth too? Why did it have to be Hyunsung that showed up? That's right. Are you feeling alright? Seeing how Hyunsung is here, Dokja's other friends must be here with him. Oh, she's still almost pulling out her cat mouth. No matter how urgent this is, I can't take the proof that belongs to the main cast, huh? Why is he suddenly surrounded by women? How did this happen? When did this happen, Hyunsung? Going from the all-boys school to military to all these different things and now being surrounded by 4 pretty-looking women? Hyunsung, don't get any closer to her. It might be a trap. But that's right. Stay away from her. Come here with us. Looks like you've made some new friends. You sure are quite the ladies' man, aren't you? Catgirl Hansung Yu, best girl. Totally. Hansung Yu? Han Soo-young. Han Soo-yu is a completely different character. Han Soo-young is a completely different character. Han Soo-young is not even a woman. No, I lost my friends in the labyrinth and... Come on, why won't you listen to us? Those guys are definitely not from demons. That woman is suspicious. How can you be so naive, Hyun-sung? You can't trust anyone in a world like this. Wait, is this... Activate personal skills, search attribute. Well, well, it's them. I didn't know you played for the other team, Hyun-sung. I'm sure you know this, but... Wait, are these all men? Are these all men? Or are these succubus? Succubus demon. I'm more leaning towards succubus demon. They're all tricking you. A constellation who likes to change looks is startled. A constellation who likes to catfish is shocked. Beautiful women. What are you saying right now? That's not true. She's lying. Hey, mister, are you enjoying? Hey, misters, are you enjoying tricking a naive young man? If you keep hanging around them, you'll lose all your energy to those men. Men? What is this woman on about? Let's go, Hyun-sung. She's weird. They call themselves Pinkies. They sound like some idol group, but they're all men in their 40s. Wait, that's how they actually look? So they all changed looks because of the constellation? Your first guess was spot on. Okay. I was more leading, he was getting tricked by demons, succubus demons or something, trying to trick him into joining the demon side. But yeah, I guess it's more likely to be this kind of joke. But I do have to say, are they like now women, or do they still have like the baton? They use disguise and forbidden charm to exploit highly ranked incarnations, or kill whoever is weaker than they are. People lying about themselves to take advantage of others is more than common in the world of Tusa. There are plenty of people who do much worse, so it's possible that these men are not irredeemable. That's what Dokja might have thought. But I can't stand to see trash like you walk free. I think they're women now. So they're women, right? So what's the problem? I mean, the problem is that they're using people and killing weaker people, but like, if they're women, then they're women, right? Like, calling them men is wrong. I mean, unless they still identify as men, even though they are technically got completely body-wise turned into women. Like, that's like a weird gender discussion here again. Let's not get into that. Does this count as transphobia? Well, it's disguised, so... I don't know, it's difficult, Lewis. I don't want to go there. It's not progressive enough. Closer to drag queens? I'd say we move on. But we move. I have no idea. It's a difficult discussion, and I don't want to get into that discussion. Like, be who you want to be. That's what I want to say. Save us, Hyun-sung! What do you think you're doing, Soo-young? These are not bad people. Hey, want to see something good? Oh, look at her smiling. She's going to remove the disguise, right? They still think they're men, but the body is women. So it's like that, maybe? But this woman, that woman, that's my woman. Wait, she undressed herself? No! It should have been me! 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 Not him! It's not fair! Oh. It should have been me, not him! It's not fair! It should have been me! That's not fair! But also interesting how easily Soo-young undresses herself. Maybe she's thinking something like, it's only my clone, so it doesn't matter. Look, I'm naked! But I'm also wondering, by novel readers, how much into detail does novel go into describing Soo-young's naked body here? Or is it really that her clones don't even have breasts and the other part down there? Is it really that the clones look like they're being portrayed here, or is this just like a censoring way of not actually showing it? Uchol Yoon, 41 years old, runs a coin farm. Taco Bang, 39-year-old, consumed human meat and committed infanticide in the 3rd round. Oh, is she decapitating them? Holy! Mingyu Huang, 43 years old, sexual assault of a minor. And what was it? Okay, they're all scum. It looks exactly like that. 5 pages straight of detailed description. They're like mannequins. It's mentioned that their avatars don't have any private parts. Okay. It should have been me! It should have been me! I don't care if there was nothing there. It should have been me. Who was she again? Whatever, she's one of them. Keep that one alive. What? You can't kill him. We need him to clear the scenario. What took you so long? Dokja? Leg for anyone else? No, Lewis, it should be for everyone. It should be for everyone. I'm dropping a lot of frames right now. Let's see if we can revive. Revive! Story of the Messiah. Path of the Messiah. I need green connection bars. Now! Naked Hansu you sticker, please. I'm kind of scared of what YouTube might think, Cora. I'm kind of scared what YouTube might think for that. Have you really become a constellation? Yes, I'm a constellation. Really? I told you, didn't I? You can become one that easily? What are you saying? It wasn't easy at all. Then are you going to be watching us from outside the scenario and donating coins to us? That won't happen. I need to keep participating in the scenarios. Then what has changed? I can't tell just by looking at you. I don't feel any different either. Look at her just looking around. I can now borrow stories, strike a deal with other constellations, nebulae. And certain constellations seem to look at me differently now. Are jealous of your growth, are against the idea of you acquiring a name. A few constellations are showing hostility towards you. Guys, can you tell me if this is still watchable? You glare at the other constellations. Now I can do this too. What did he message? A constellation who does not have a name glares at the other constellations. You have spent 200 coins to send an indirect message. Was that you who just sent a message? The constellation who does not yet have a name? Yes. Sending indirect messages cost me coins. It's fun, but I shouldn't do it too much. Some constellations look at you in astonishment. Some constellations are shocked and have spit out the cola they were drinking. Is that why you didn't find yourself a supporting constellation until now? That's right. Then I guess it's too late for me, right? You could say that. Look at that dragon, he's sweating. Constellation Abyssal Black Flame Dragon is cautiously looking at you. By the way, why don't you have a name yet? Well, the Starstream is currently looking for a name of the constellation you call home. Maybe it's because they haven't created that many stories. Having no name when you've become a constellation is like being without a home despite having citizenship. So you're pretty much homeless. The 5th story is still in progress. I'll probably get my name by the time this story is wrapped up. The 5th story, The Lonely Messiah, is currently in progress. Gosh, Dokja, you look cool all of a sudden. If you keep this up, you'll even end up beating Jungyok one day. Like a cat jump around. Jungyok, you? Be careful of the probability storm. The Starstream is currently evaluating a level. The Starstream doesn't know how much probability restriction they need to put on me yet. So it will be fine as long as my evaluation is still in progress. This is the problem with being a constellation. Maybe I could beat him if I fought him now. Really? Yes, but only now. But you were even the strongest constellation before that, so it's weird. Anyway, give me back the things I left with you. Fine. Incarnation Sooyoung Han fulfills the contract. This is so sad. I felt rich while I held onto those for you. I gave you 20,000 coins for your trouble. But I had more than 600,000 coins. Do you think I'd be satisfied with just 20,000? Then why don't you give it back to me? Coin possession, 684,353. When are you going